Yeah, we back in the building, y'all. We back in the building. Y'all know what to do once y'all come in the building, right? Yeah. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know what you waiting on. We got day 3 today. We thought we was gonna get a verdict today with this young Dolph, the murder trial for Govan being an alleged mastermind. And obviously we didn't get a verdict today. So I guess we might get a verdict tomorrow. But I'm gonna tell you why we didn't get a verdict today, because I keep telling y'all it's bigger than what y'all think it is. Everybody like, yeah, he gonna get smoked. So why they didn't give us a verdict today? Well, they might give us a verdict later on tonight. We don't know. But I know live camera, live internet, that shit is completely turned off. So there's no verdict tonight. That's the way I'm looking at it. They, my opinion in all this, and we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna get, because they kind of made a. I told you, GoVain lawyer, he did a great job by spinning a whole narrative, because we know the trial was based on just Govan. But he came in there and just spent it, started bringing the CMG, Big Jook, and started bringing other conspiracy theories involved in it. And that's what got the juries sitting back like, we know he's involved, but we can't hit him with all these charges. He's not the shooter. We don't see him in no type of text exchanging money. We don't see him in the cameras and none of that junk. You got to remember, they don't got no evidence on GoVain, just on text messages. That's it. They don't got him on videos. They don't got him on camera. They don't got no weapon. None of that. So the only thing I could think of they're gonna hit him with is conspiracy. That's it. Then that's when the RICO comes along, and we're gonna talk about that, because what they did in the court today, they absolutely letting us know that a RICO is coming. The prosecution lady, the prosecutor, whatever, at the end of the goddamn trial, when they make their statement, they got to make their verdict. I mean, explain to the juries or how they, I mean, the reason why they should be getting found guilty. She messed up, and I seen that shit in the chat. Everybody's like, "Yo, what the hell is she talking about?" She threw in the conspiracy. Oh, this is two cases. This one got nothing to do with the conspiracy one. That case is actually being on. That case is actually being handled now. It's an ongoing investigation, is what she said in the court at the end of the goddamn trial to the juries. So now you confusing them. They sitting back like, what? So you telling us to get him found guilty, but you letting us know face to face what's the clip I'm gonna play, y'all, because I know I got the clip. She looked at him and said, "Yeah, that's an ongoing investigation, y'all. We know that's a conspiracy, but that don't got nothing to do with this case going on." That's exactly what she said. What? Govan lawyer did a hell of a job for confusing the hell about these people inside that court and letting them know it's a bigger picture than a little picture that an addict that's very unreliable witness, Cornelius Smith, was terrible. Got caught in a lot of lies, and we're gonna go through all this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, because day 3 was kind of boring. But then again, they kind of messed up and threw the conspiracy thing, and the prosecutor saying, "Yeah, that's an ongoing investigation." Yeah, I bet you it is, because there's more plays in the back, and we all know that. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, man. Let's get this show started. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smash that thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't gonna hurt your feeling. Share the video. Keep that notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping my video. You can know when they drop it. Share the video, absolutely. Shout out to Team Smoke. Shout out to everybody that's absolutely getting their membership. Try to get yours also, Team Smoke Gang, for that future live, because we're gonna get the live popping soon. Just trying to get things going, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. So it's coming. Try to get your membership. Get that on Team Smoke or that Smoke Game, man. Let's get this copyright out the way, because we got to sit back here for a while. Y'all might as well buckle up, light one up for young Dolph, because this is about to get nasty. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and the videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So, if y'all don't know what's going on, Govan actually didn't testify today, too. I meant to throw that in the beginning of the video, but he didn't testify today also. But he took the stand. Oh, yeah, the homie took the stand, but he stood 10 toes down. Yeah, I ain't testifying. There's no threat. There's nothing. This is what his Lord is, this is his choice of not testifying. But we know he talks to them feds though, allegedly. And everything I'm speaking on this video is alleged. We know he talks to the federales. People gotta understand, man. For the people that don't understand what's going on here, this is a state case, not a federale case. Oh, let me pedal back a little bit. I'll sit back and wait. Do you understand that? This is a state case, not a federale case. So the federales can sit back and like, okay, the state done proved us that Jook was involved in this. Jook is all in the on text message records and everything. Because let me tell you something. While we watching this, the feds are watching this also. The feds are probably telling them don't put too much, because he worked with us. Remember when Cornelius Smith said he heard this nigga was an informant, meaning GoVain? Who was we not to believe this nigga on that point that he probably is a goddamn informant? He working with the feds. There was people in my comment in my old videos from 2 years ago when this day and there around the time when this shit first happened. People in my comment in my old video was saying, smoke that nigga work with the Fed, and I'm talking 2 years ago. That people put that in my comment that come from out there from Memphis. So who is we to say this nigga is not working with the federales? Who's with to say that they just ain't gonna hit this nigga with the conspiracy? That's it. Who's with to say that they didn't waste everybody's time so they could just get this shit out the way? Yeah, just hit them with conspiracy. That's it. And then the feds are coming after that. Because Big Jook name is too mentioned all over this goddamn court. And GoVain lawyer, man, he did a hell of a job by bringing the back in this court. I know some people saying, yo, he did a terrible job for GoVain. Y'all got to think about the bigger picture. GoVain can always appeal this shit. GoVain can end up getting a lighter charge tomorrow on a verdict or end up getting a hung jury. We don't know. They taking their goddamn time back there, meaning the juries. So something is in it. Somebody back there like, yo, they ain't proved nothing. They didn't give us no weapon. They didn't give us no cameras. They didn't give us no videos of GoVain driving by. GoVain's over here. GoVain is chilling with. They didn't give us nothing. The only thing they gave us was this goddamn picture right here, I think. Hold up. Let me show. Let me show. Matter of fact, I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got that picture. Hold up. Oh yeah, right here. Hold up. What that picture at? What that picture? Right here. This the only thing they gave us. Let me show y'all. For people that was watching a on case, watching a trial. The only thing they showed us was Govan connected to Cornelius Smith and Straight Drop, as far as pictures and videos. This the only goddamn picture they showed us. You know who's that and who back there with the mask on? Allegedly, he said Cornelius said that. Cornelius Smith said that's allegedly him in the video. This is one of Straight Drop videos that he did. Straight Drop is the one with the money in his hand with the orange hat. That's the one that got. That's the one that lost the first trial. That's the one that stood 10 toes down, ain't snitch, ain't do nothing because he's the key one. I'm trying to explain to people here. Straight Drop and GoVainers are the key players to everything. They had more acts today in day 3 court. Cornelius Smith is the one with the mask on back there next to GoVain. GoVain's right back there next to him. According to today's court, even the prosecutor said that. Yeah, Straight Drop had more access to connections with Big Jook than Cornelius Smith. But why would Cornelius Smith lie? This is what she's saying in the court. And I'm looking at this lady like, yo, bro, you sound crazy. Cornelius Smith came later on. What the lawyer's trying to explain here that this hit been going on, even though it's a GoVain case, but this shit been planned since July of that same year. You see GoVain text messages in there. So what Manny tried to do, if you see my client text message in July 27th, 28th, 30th, whatever the video I showed y'all yesterday, when it was a text message between GoVain and Straight Drop in July. Refresh your mind on that from yesterday, day 2 court. If you see that, and then you see a text from Big Jook to GoVain also in a Straight Drop, all in that same time period, why the hell y'all didn't? Why they don't that Big Jook and all that don't got nothing to do with GoVain case? That's what the lawyer's trying to explain here. That opens up more people to involve in this goddamn case. Just like the Rashad Hill. Remember that the bomb dropped yesterday? Then I said they was gonna try to use it, but the next thing you know, they fought that shit. They threw that shit out because they saying it's a conspiracy. No, they're gonna use that for the federality case. That's what they're gonna do. And I'm lying. I sit back and wait on that. A lot of things that they gave us in the state, the feds allegedly might want. They ain't gonna want them to spill all the beans in the state because they know there was more players involved. The lawyer proved it to us. That's why everybody was sitting back kind of bored, like, yo, what the hell he's doing? He's supposed to defend his client, GoVain. He's trying to paint a bigger picture, saying that I know my client name is all in the text message, but y'all don't got no weapon, y'all don't got no videos, y'all don't got shit that y'all could put him at that spot. The only thing you got is a kumbaya text between him and Big Jook and Cornelius Smith, the star witness that's an addict that lied plenty of times. Him and this woman lied. We're gonna get to that next. And y'all relying on him. That's why the juries are sitting back and like, yo, we can't rely on this dude. We can't even lie on the Memphis police because they lied about the goddamn prints and all that. Remember when Cornelius Smith said, yeah, I went over there, we used bleach and all that to wipe the prints off, and I had a blood stain in there. Well, the police dude came today and was like, nah, we ain't, it was none of that shit in the bins when we got it. What? It's a lot of cover-up going on. It's a lot of cover-up, yo. In the beginning, the retired sergeant, Mr. Retired Man over there who got the pension from CMG, allegedly. Remember that clip I played, y'all? He never even questioned Big Jook. The lead guy, the lead investigator, the sergeant, whatever, the black dude, the retirement man, he never even questioned Big Jook. But he gonna say, yeah, sit on the stand and say, yeah, we seen them all. Yeah, we heard people say his name and this and that. They never even questioned Big Jook. 2.5 years later, before Big Jook got on the live, they still didn't question him. This shit is bigger than the picture. That's why. Everybody's looking at the state case that's going on now. This shit is way bigger than that. Okay, close this shit. Y'all want to give them the conspiracy to murder? Give them that. Guaranteed on federal is going to come later on. There's no way in the world. CMG name is too much written on Dolph murder and before that. RICO is based on guns, shootouts, criminals that's down with the label, all that shit. And you got Black Youngster and others. Then you got Big Jook, the brother. That's the icing on the cake to the Mr. Potato Head that started all this beef between him and Dolph. Because Dolph ain't want to go be a slave on his label. Come on, man. You can't get mad at Dolph because he ain't want to sign with Mr. Potato Head. Let's get the GoVain, though. Because GoVain still 10 toes down. That nigga said, I ain't taking a stand. But I think he got something up his sleeve, though, to be honest. I think he knows something that we don't know. It's something going on. Too much cover up with the MPD, whatever, Memphis Post, allegedly, and everything I speak is on alleged. Too many lies that Cornelius Smith got called in. His woman got called in also. No evidence, no gun, nothing connected to GoVain. Just a he said, she said, a few little text messages. If y'all really look at the evidence, that's all they had on GoVain. GoVain need to take that stand and save his ass. That's what he need to do, pause. But I guess he did something that we don't know, and I think he talked to them feds in the back end. It's something going on. But let's get to these clips, though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. This GoVain taking a stand right here, man. Rest in peace to young Dolph also.
33. Mr. Aurora.
Yes, sir.
I need you to put your client on the stand. We need to do a moment here.
Yes, sir.
This is a good time to do that. Come on around, Mr. Govan. Thank you.
Yeah, he asked if it's on the record.
Is this on the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Govan, right here. Raise up your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
It's probably a little out of order, but better late than never, I guess. Mr. Aurora, would you like to ask your client some questions?
Mr. Govan, would you please spell your first and last name for the record?
HERNANDEZGOVAN.
And Mr. Govan, you and I have talked about your right to testify at trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
I've advised you that I would recommend not testifying based on some of the evidentiary rulings. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've agreed with me that you do not wish to testify.
Yes, sir.
And that's freely and voluntarily. Nobody's forcing you to do that.
Nobody's forcing me.
Nobody's threatening you to do that.
No, sir.
All right. And this is something you are doing freely and voluntarily again.
Correct.
All right.
Alright.
I'm going to stamp this 33 on it and give you the situation.
Can I have
I want to ask y'all a question, man. I want to ask y'all a really good question because I seen this in the chat during the trial was going. Somebody in the chat, right, during the trial was going on one of these networks. They was like, yo, why the hell GoVain don't take the stand and just, he don't got nothing to lose. Like your daughter, I mean, man, her rest in peace. Remember his daughter that was a rapper, her name was Lotta, on Lotto something, Lottie something, Lotto something. You corrected me in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. GoVain daughter, she got knocked off in Houston, all that. Everybody thought it was the PRE involved in all this, that, allegedly. Well, and now you facing life at like 45, 46. Now I'm trying to paint a picture for y'all right quick. When I seen that, I said, yeah, why he not doing a Sammy the Bull type shit? Go to witness protection, do what you gotta do, go on with your life, nigga. Cause you got caught up in the most high profile case, one of the high profile case ever. This and Takeoff doing that same shit, during that same year. Takeoff is another one that we're still waiting on too. Oh, we're gonna do an update video on that too, because why the hell they taking so long with the Takeoff situation? I sit back and wait on that. Oh, let me guess. It's a lot of hush hush going on in H-Town too, right? Yeah, that part. Anyway, back to the story. Why the hell GoVain just don't, like, bro, what you got to lose? Now, Memphis questioned me. I don't know if he got his mom out there. I don't know if his dad or people, relatives. He got little other kids. I don't know if he got a baby mommy. I don't know. But, nigga, you can take them with you, nigga. Because either way, nigga, it's going to be hard for you to go back to Memphis, number one. Number two, if you even get conspiracy to murder, by the time you come home, you're going to be an old man. You think you're going to be able to go back to Memphis? People don't forget, nigga. You got little Trey over there, nigga, Dolph, little son. That nigga gonna be a grown ass man in a few couple years, nigga. You think that little man gonna forget about all this shit that happened to his father? That part. Shout out to little Trey, and my condolences to Dolph on the Dolph family, man. And shout out to Maya, man, his baby mom, man. Yeah, shout out to them. Little Trey gonna be a grown man by then. You think he gonna forget about this shit, man? So either way, nigga, you're gonna lose, nigga. So you might as well just do what you gotta do. And I kind of question that also. But then I sat back and thought about it. I said, this nigga is what he's trying to do is he giving Manny he giving his lawyer details during these trials. That's why his lawyers was coming in there banging out the CMG, bringing up the Big Jook, doing all this because GoVain is telling him like, nigga, I can't take that stand, nigga. If I take that stand and I tell him what I know, nigga, it's gonna be all for me. And they probably gonna wipe my whole family out. Allegedly. I'm only assuming this. Because he playing with powerful people allegedly involved in this situation. People think it's just a junkie and just a upcoming wannabe rapper and straight drop and GoVain that just did this. And then people think Big Jook. Yeah, Big Jook was involved, but it's more play that agreed. Oh, let me pedal back. Let me put it in subtitles for y'all. Big, we know Big Jook was the mastermind of everything. But we got to understand there's more people like a domino effect. There's more people that agree with him to go do it. That part. It's a difference. It's a difference. When you got people that's rivals what on Dolph, other people also they probably don't know about. And Big Jook is like, yeah, man, I'm tired of this nigga, man. I'm tired of playing with my brother. Tired of talking crazy, this and that. And y'all got to remember, Big Jook was still out on the streets of Memphis before all this shit happened between him and Dolph. They was going back and forth. Gotti, Mr. Potato Head, he was throwing shots subliminals across seas and other states and shit like that. Dolph was coming back and forth from Atlanta to Memphis. So you don't think other people that was on the Jook side was like, yeah, man, I agree with you too. Jook, man, I'm tired of this nigga. We gotta get rid of this nigga, man. This shit. Come on. There are several other people that was involved and other people that agree to do this shit also. And that's what his lawyer was trying to prove throughout this whole trial. This shit been going on, not no few weeks, not no month before. This shit been going on for months. And before that, nigga, they attempted this man life about 3 times already. And who attempted his life about 3 times? I sit back and wait on that. Who was dumb enough to have they label all on the national news and all that, whatever? I sit back and wait on that. Yeah, y'all guess CMG. So how the hell ain't no RICO gonna come after this trial is over? When CMG name is written all over this goddamn case from here in the past. How? How? I just want to sit back and see the only way Gotti might get off on this shit. The only way Gotti actually might just walk and it's not me, and the only way is because what they did to his brother. They shut the one up that prevented all this. They shut the one up that planned this with Mr. Potato Head, because I don't care what nobody said. I think he told Mr. Potato Head over there, his brother, was like, yo, don't worry about it. I'm gonna handle that. That's it. I don't think they sat at the table because I really think they would have planned this shit way better other time. Let me tell y'all something. The other times when they attempted to try to unalive Dolph in North Carolina and the one in LA, I think that was more planned on Mr. Potato Head side. Because the dude that got locked up in LA, that was one of Mr. Potato Head main niggas. Pause. That wasn't black youngster niggas. The one that got locked up in LA. Go do y'all research. Go check it out. That's it. Go check it out. That's Mr. Potato Head. That's one of his right hand mans. One of his main niggas. The one at LA. Now the one in North Carolina, remember, black youngster and 2 others got locked up for that situation. They planned them shits better than the way they planned this one because they kind of planned this one better, to be honest, because they got a junkie involved, and you can't believe a junkie on that stand. So the stories and the narrative, why that junkie little nigga right there, Mr. Cornelius Smith, you can't believe somebody like him. He might give you 10% of the story and the rest bullshit. He wasn't there long enough to know everything. He wasn't there long enough to know the plan they was planning this, and then he wasn't there long enough to know who the back end of the players involved in this. Why you think when people sitting up there, right? I told y'all we're gonna be here for a little bit. Why you think when people watching it, they're like, oh yeah, the cookie shop not involved in this, allegedly. They ain't ever. Yeah, because they got a junkie on the stand that don't know the whole story. Bingo, duh. Who know the whole story? Who been around since they tried to attempt to murder? Pardon me. They tried to unalive young Dolph a couple other times, but before he got unalive at the cookie shop. Out of the 2 people they caught that's locked up right now, who know it? Straight drop. Straight drop. So when we continue with this video, the prosecutor messed up and said, yeah, Straight Drop was the one that had more access and more contact with Big Jook. It wasn't Cornelius Smith, but Cornelius Smith is explaining what he know. You're already messing up the case as it is already by explaining it. It's like a whole conspiracy, and you telling us why you trying to convince this on get this guy guilty, get this guy guilty, whatever. You letting the whole world know it's more to the story, Miss Prosecutor Lady. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. They screwed up this case. The only thing I look at GoVain getting charged on this, I'm being honest, y'all, is conspiracy. That's it. And then this shit gonna lead to other openings. So for the people that sitting back and think, listen, man, there's too many connections. Rashad Hill, this nigga name came up in the goddamn trial. Yeah, Shaw know where he at. In the text message, Shay drop, Shaw know where he at. Shaw say he over there. Who that nigga related to? Maurice Hill, cookie shop people. What? So when people that think they safe involved in this case, yeah, we good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to us. That's because y'all know, because y'all got a junkie up there that only knew half of the story. He ain't been there the whole time. Now y'all get what I'm saying? He came right at the moment, a month or 2, when they already had everything planned. So he don't know the people that was at the table talking. He don't know who the people that, yo, you be over there. Let us know if Dolph over there. Yo, let us know if Dolph over there. Let us know if Dolph over there. He don't know all the other players. Why you think we was on when Cornelius Smith was on the goddamn stand? They asked him, did you make any phone calls? Nah, straight drop made all the phone calls. Exactly. Exactly. Because straight drop been there since day one of this shit. Since the planning of unaliving young Dolph. So why you think straight drop was making all the phone calls? Let's get to this line. Remember when Cornelius Smith said he wiped the goddamn car with the bleach and all of this? Well, the police, according to the police, and somebody's lying here. I don't know if Memphis police lying. I don't know if Cornelius Smith lying. Well, GoVain lawyer kind of questioned the police on this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Assessing the car, can you tell the jury what exactly you do?
Primarily, we document evidence, collect evidence. When we process it, we usually process for prints, touch DNA, and just evidence like clothing or something, anything the investigator is looking for.
You also look for blood.
Yes,
You also look for evidence of somebody trying to clean up the crime scene.
sure.
All right. So with regards to this Mercedes, I think they used to call it luminol, and that's what you hear on TV, but it's Blue Star now, right? That's what you guys use to look for trace evidence?
Never use Blue Star because luminol requires more darkness than Blue Star does.
All right. And Blue Star was used in this case?
It was.
All right. So without getting into the nuts and bolts, you process this car with Blue Star?
Correct.
And if I were to tell you that a witness has said that he took a towel, put a bunch of bleach on it, and wiped the car down, is there any evidence of that in this case?
No.
And you would see that with the luminol, that there's bleach and things like that, where somebody's trying to clear a crime scene out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because otherwise people could get away with anything.
Correct.
Did not happen with regards to this car.
No, sir.
So if I said under oath, I got bleach.
He said it never happened. According to the police, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. If y'all want to donate also, you can donate by the Cash App, and also you can donate by the thank button on the video. I appreciate it if y'all also do that also, if y'all want to donate to the channel. But smash the like button, most importantly, and share this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Now, we know the police use the blue screen shit for the blood and everything. You know, the little equipment they be using, all that. You know the shit they be using. He worked for homicide, so we know what homicide be using. They put the blue screen, bing, bing, whatever. They put the little shit, they look for the blood spot. According to this dude right here, Mr. Officer over there, he said that there wasn't even no blood in that bench. But Cornelius Smith said he was dripping blood. You know, remember when allegedly Maurice was bucking back with the chopper and Cornelius Smith got hit in the shoulder somewhere, whatever the hell he got hit at. Nigga, there's going to be blood in that Benz that he jumped into. Am I lying? I sit back and wait on that. You see what GoVain lawyer is trying to explain here? Why the hell there wasn't no blood in that car? You could clean that car. Listen, man, let me tell y'all something. You can't get rid of blood, bro. I'm sorry for it's certain in a car, in a carpet. If it fall on the carpet, you can clean that all you want. Once the homicide people bring all their little technology and their equipment, the blue shit and all that, nigga, you can't pat. Nigga, they're gonna find blood spots all over the goddamn rug of your car. So why there wasn't no blood in that Benz? That's another big ass question. Was it two Benz? Bingo. Remember when I told y'all there was two cars when they pulled up? Hold up. Remember this girl right here? Now listen, you see, they can't mess with smoke. I know this shit right here. I come from that life, the street life. I'm a retirement nigga. I'm a civilian man. I'm a blogger. That's what I do. When there's no blood in the car, now say if the Memphis police is telling the truth. Yeah, you know, there wasn't no blood in the car. Now he said this on oath, on the stand and everything. Caucasian officer, a homicide and all that. Yeah, we ain't find nothing on that. I don't know what he talking about. They said they would have smelt it, they would have found bleach. They got equipment for that type of shit. He said there wasn't none of that shit in the bins that they end up getting. Remember, there was a narrative, conspiracy, that there was always a second car that pulled up. But I said, in my opinion, I said that second car never hopped out. I think these niggas switched cars. I think Cornelius Smith ended up switching cars somehow down the street. I don't know. But I think there was a second car. The exact same one, two bits. Because how there's not no blood stain on that car? That's impossible if you got shot while Dolph brother was running down with the chopper with the video that we seen. Remember this witness right here, this girl right here? Let me take y'all back to memory lane right quick. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
It was some niggas that pull up and just let off over 50 shots. I'm talking about busting. I'm talking about I'm standing. You want to go down there, babe? We at the shells and shit, and me and my baby getting out the car, and I'm talking about before I even got to the door, the shells door, open up the door and shit. Bah, bah, I'm talking about all you hear gunshots. So I'm looking, I'm grabbing my baby to see where they coming from and shit. I'm looking and see that it's over there at the washer that I was just at yesterday and shit. It's the cookie shop next door to the washer. They busting at them. I'm talking about busting, number shots. 2 fucking cars full of niggas. Pull up.
Oh, you don't.
Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say she's telling the truth because she went viral when the shit first happened. This one, everybody really didn't get the video or the video that we seen with him and Cornelius on straight drop, the only Benz we seen pull up. But it's just kind of funny how everything in the dark comes to the light when you start connecting stuff. Because there's no way in the goddamn world y'all gonna tell me that this homicide person, if he's telling the truth on oath on the stand, a police officer, homicide detective, said that there was no blood, none of that shit that Cornelius Smith said inside that bench. How is that possible? I'm gonna let y'all be the judge on that quote, on that question right there. How is that possible? I mean, listen, man, we seen documentaries, movies, all types of crazy shit. Niggas wipe the whole shit out with bleach. Nigga, the homicide comes. Nigga, hold up. If they don't even smell bleach, nigga, they got equipment that can tell this bleach, that part. What are we talking about here? Oh yeah, let me just scoop this off the rug right here. Bring it to the lab, whatever. Boop boop, come back. Oh yeah, that's bleach. They bleached the whole place. Bingo. The police said it was none of that shit in the vehicle that they found in the driveway of that house that allegedly supposed to be across the street from GoVain. I think that was a 52 fake out. I think the real car, I don't know what the hell they did with the real car. Because there's no way in the world that Maurice was bucking that child with a chopper. Cornelius Smith get hit. No blood in the car? That's impossible, y'all. That's impossible. I'm sorry. That's impossible. I'm going to let you be the judge on that. I'm going to let y'all be the judge. There was 2 cars. Unless these niggas got rid of the real car, put the 52 fake out car in the driveway. But how that, see, that's why Manny, pardon me, the Govan lawyer, Manny, that's why he said this is a whole conspiracy because Memphis police did a terrible job. There's some cover up going on allegedly with this shit. How the hell Cornelius Smith, y'all star witness up there lying, saying that, yeah, I went back to the car and I wiped it down with bleach and this. This is what he said on the stand, Cornelius Smith. Then Manny brings the police that was involved in that case to the stand today and was asking that question. And the police said, hell no. There was none of that shit in the vehicle when we got it. No blood stain, nothing. So who's covering something up? What's going on here? Who did the swipe of the vehicle? Something fishy going on here, man. And that's what Govan is trying to present us through his lawyer. He don't want to get on that stand and talk. He feel like I get on that stand and talk, nigga. My life is out of here, and everybody else's life out of here, nigga. That's what I think is going on with Govan, allegedly. I think Govan know too much also like Straight Drop. That's why Straight Drop didn't want to take no plea deal, nothing. Went to trials like, F it, I'm just going to ride this shit out. Because Straight Drop is one of the main witness, many of the main key niggas involved in this also. Cornelius Smith is not the key person. He came later. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better wake up. Let's continue though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel before we get to the statement of the last trial when I'm gonna show y'all something, but let's continue. Smash that like button.
Cornelia Smith has got caught in multiple lies. Y'all, the defense have called their witnesses. They only called two. One was a Memphis police lieutenant. The second was the neighbor to Cornelia Smith's father. The reason they called these witnesses is to prove that he has gotten on the stand and told lie after lie. Like, let's remember, Cornelia Smith is one of the guys who actually participated in the unaliving of young Dolph, and he is actually the one that ran up to the window and fired on him. So when he got on the stand, he basically said that he went back to the car and wiped the car down with bleach to make sure his fingerprints were there, and was trying to clean up DNA because, you know, he had got hit and had some blood there. However, this police lieutenant said that they searched that car for DNA, fingerprints, and all of that, and there was no trace of bleach anywhere near that car. Now, this neighbor was called because he got on the stand and said that one of these people came and gave the neighbor $500 to give to him. Now, the neighbor said that he was a pretty good kid, would help her like take groceries in and stuff like that, but nobody had ever came over there and dropped off any money for him. Now, Govan is not going to testify, and the defense has rested their case. So after lunch, what they plan on doing is going over the jury instructions. Now, they have added in some.
No bleach. Then when Manny asked him, well, was there any blood in there? The police said in the trial today, I'm not tripping, everybody watched it. He said, no, there wasn't no blood in that shit either. So where's Cornelia Smith blood at? That he said on the stand that, yeah, you know, I got shot, you know, and the blood was in. I remember when the lawyer asked him, well, where's the blood stain in there? He talking about he know how to handle blood because he got shot before. He know how to handle a wound, so he covered it up and no blood came out. This is what Cornelia Smith said. Man, that lawyer looked at him and said, man, this nigga done lost his goddamn mind because any little drip of blood gonna come off your wound and it's gonna drip down in the vehicle, man. The rug, the seat, anything. You might not even see that one little drop of blood in the vehicle. Something strange going on here. It's bigger than it's big. I'm telling you, this shit is bigger than what the hell we think. Like we all thought it was. This nigga might actually walk off on this because they knocked off his brother. That's another key person involved in the situation. But the only way that RICO could come is from the past. The CMG incidents, they try to attempt and take Dolph's life. And now that all this is getting grown up in court, with Big Jook being involved with CMG and being the co-founder, now they can actually sit back and be like, you know what, we could do something with this. Let's go put a federal case on CMG and see what we could work with from there, like they did with YSL. They could put a RICO on it and build that shit up while the case is going. Remember, they tried to do that with YSL. Why you think Young Thug case, the YSL case, was terrible? Because they tried to build it while the case was going. They really didn't have no evidence. They just had a little bit, just to indict them with the RICO, and they was going to take it from there. They could do the same thing with CMG. They could do the same thing with CMG. Shake the building up a little, tap his little pockets, you know what I mean? Shake it up a little bit and build the case while the shit is going. I gotta think, bro. This shit is bigger than what y'all think. I'm trying to tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue, though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Suspect's girlfriend is on a recording telling the investigators.
Now, this Cornelia Smith girlfriend that straight lied up there. Too much lies was going on also, even with the main police at the time. Remember Mr. Retired Man over there, the pension guy? He lied. Listen, he never even go question GoVain. I mean, Big Jook, pardon me.
Suspect's girlfriend is on a recording telling the investigators that Big Jook set up this hit. He was the one paying for it. He was the one that wanted it done. He was the one that wanted young Dolph unalive.
He said it came from Jook. Jook being, because we want to make sure we're talking about the same Jook. CMG meaning the Joe guy's brother, Jook.
So when they asked you 2, maybe 3 times, it's Jook, CMG, Jook set all this stuff up. When it came down to it, Jook's giving the orders, Jook's paying, Jook's doing everything. That's what Cornelius told you, right?
The one that asked him to kill to kill Dolph. No, but when you said he said he told you. Yeah, that's where it came from.
Y'all, Angela has taken a stand. She is Cornelia Smith's girlfriend, and her testimony has been all over the place. Let's just start from the top. First off, she admitted that she watched some of the trial yesterday, which you're not supposed to do if you're testifying. So she saw the things that were said and the things that her boyfriend said. And this is where the problem comes in at, because the stuff that she was testifying to today is not the same stuff that she is on the recording saying a while back. Now, originally when this first happened, she was putting everything on Big Jook. Big Jook set this up, that Cornelius looked Big Jook in the eyes and said that he told him, I got you, I'm going to do this, and that she knew about it from the beginning. She was also the one that helped him get care for his arm, making sure he had medicine, taking him to go back to clean up the car, as well as to meet Hernandez Govan at the car wash to see about getting some kind of money to get a car cover and things of that nature. Now, yesterday, Cornelia said that she did not know anything about this before or after the fact, that she thought that he had just had a little friendly fire with someone and that was it. However, she has said that she knew from the beginning when the plans first was made.
This is her first statement. Cornelia Smith girlfriend. Big Jook this, Big Jook that, Big Jook this. When you mention somebody name like that, once again, I sit back and wait. Who he's connected to? Who he's the co-founder over there? Who he built that label over there that's still running to this day? Oh yeah, Mr. Potato over there, CMG. So when you mention somebody name like that all day in the courtroom, and never remind y'all before we continue, it's somebody else, the other alleged mastermind, the middleman, GoVain trial. Not Big Jook on trial, GoVain trial. But see, what Manny was trying to do here, GoVain's lawyer, is trying to paint a bigger picture. Like I said in my yesterday video. This shit is bigger than GoVain. Let's continue, man.
He has also said yesterday that Bobby Carter did not have anything to do with this after the situation with Wu went left. And she has said on a recording that Bobby Carter was involved in this whole thing with Dolph. And he also stayed on that same street where that car was found. They then mentioned her grandkids, which threw everybody off because what? And on top of that, they said that they could not show her face. They wanted to keep her identity private. However, they showed a recording of her on video camera and you could see her whole entire face and body. Now, a former MPD officer took the stand as well as a TBI agent. However, what I grasped from that is that they did not do a good investigation, and that's what the defense was trying to say, because they said that from the beginning, people have been telling y'all that Big Jook put this hit out, that Big Jook was the one paying for it, Big Jook was the one responsible, and y'all never investigated him. And yes, I heard you bring up that he was no longer alive, but he was unalive 2.5 years after Dolph. So y'all had plenty of time to question him or even have him listed as a suspect, and y'all never even attempted it. On top of that, these people told y'all multiple times that they went to Pressure Car Wash as well as AutoZone, and both of these places have cameras, and y'all didn't check any of the cameras. Matter of fact, Pressure Car Wash has a police camera pointing right at it, and y'all still did not check that camera. Now, the Pressure Car Wash location and the AutoZone is important because they're saying that they met up with Hernandez Govan at Pressure Car Wash to get money for a car cover and other things to take care of himself after Dolph was unalive. And then after that, they went to AutoZone to get the car cover. However, they don't know how much the car cover costs. They don't remember any details about it. And the police never even checked to see if those people actually went there. Right now, we are on lunch. Soon as
Bingo. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. I smell something. I smell a cover up. I smell a cover up. Yeah, I smell like somebody, a lot of people got a lot of hush hush money that's protecting Mr. Big Jook over there and his brother. That's what the hell's going on. That what was going on till now. How the hell the MPD, Memphis Police Department, ain't gonna do none of that investigation? And remember, the black guy was on the stand. Remember, I played that. Yesterday video, I could do the Mr. Retirement over there, Mr. Pension guy, Mr. C. Yeah, we know, but we never got an opportunity to go question him, to go investigate him. And then you know what GoVain lawyer did yesterday on day 2 court? He's like, hold up, what? I know he wanted to say like, what? Hold up, like y'all had 2.5 years before he got unalive. I smell like a cover up in this, man. It smell like a straight cover up. Smell like a straight cover up. But let's continue. Let's continue. But I want to play the last 2 parts of the last trial today of day 3, which GoVain lawyer is still throwing the Big Jook investigation, conspiracy, all that. I mean, Manny went crazy at the last. I mean, the last statement of the. I mean, the last day, the last statement of the trial today. Whatever. When they had the prosecutor and the lawyer had to get the last statement to convince the juries. I mean, he's guilty or not guilty. And the prosecution lady kind of screwed up because she said, "Yeah, it was two cases. The one that we handling now, and then we know about the conspiracy one, and that's an ongoing investigation." This according to the prosecution lady. Let's get to Manny first, though, so y'all can hear what he got to say. GoVain lawyer. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
Is cross my hands and beg you guys, he is your peer. There is no evidence here. You would never accept what's happened in this courtroom in your own personal lives to make any decision of any kind. And he deserves that same respect. There is nothing here. They're going to get to come back up again. Remember, we've talked about first impressions. You need to use your minds, your eyes, your ears, and your noses and call the Smith test BS on this whole thing that they're about to give you yet again. There's nothing here. There's no solicitation, there's no facilitation, there's no assault, there's no murder, there's not a text message, there's not a phone call worth a damn, and they aren't telling you the story. Make them tell you, why didn't we investigate Jook? Make them tell you, why didn't we investigate all the people that helped these folks escape? And if you want to talk about conspiracy, how did he conspire or solicit Justin Johnson?
Hold up, man. Let me go back one more time.
Is cross my hands and beg you guys, he is your peer. There is no evidence here. You would never accept what's happened in this courtroom in your own personal lives to make any decision of any kind. And he deserves that same respect. There is nothing here. They're going to get to come back up again. Remember, we've talked about first impressions. You need to use your minds, your eyes, your ears, and your noses and call the Smith test BS on this whole thing that they're about to give you yet again. There's nothing here. There's no solicitation, there's no facilitation, there's no assault, there's no murder, there's not a text message, there's not a phone call worth a damn, and they aren't telling you the story. Make them tell you, why didn't we investigate Jook? Make them tell you, why didn't we investigate all the people that helped these folks escape? And if you want to talk about conspiracy, how did he conspire or solicit Justin Johnson? Have you heard anything about that? Who's Jamarcus Johnson? Have you heard a single word out there? They're all together in a conspiracy. All you have is Cornelius' word. He's the linchpin of this whole case, and none of us would trust him. And we sure as hell wouldn't loan him money. And then we have phone records that actually exculpate. But if you make it all nefarious and have a sleazy detective get up there and talk about it, sounds pretty good. He didn't do it, but you don't have to take my word for it. He didn't prove it. If this case gets a conviction, then I just need to stop being a lawyer because the system is shot to hell. Thank you.
He's still throwing a conspiracy. He's still throwing a Big Jook. He's still trying to paint a bigger picture. He's still trying to tell y'all, listen, man, MPD screwed up. Y'all got to look past everything. We know GoVain, allegedly no Big Jook. We seen a little text message, but y'all got to look at this shit bigger than what it is. That's what GoVain lawyer trying to explain here. That's what he's trying to explain. He's trying to explain, listen, I know my man. Listen, y'all can hit him what y'all want to hit him with. But don't hit him with y'all don't got no evidence of y'all ain't got no weapon, no videos, no crime scene that him being there like the shooters was. Y'all ain't got none of that. Y'all ain't got him in a text message saying, like, yeah, I mean, I'm the one that got the 100,000. No, the one that he told Cornelius Smith that got the bounties on their head, he said that Big Jook got that bounty on their heads. So what you got to do is charge GoVain with conspiracy, obviously. And then open the door to go bring the other people involved that was more involved, that was also involved in young Dolph being unalive that day. Because there was other names that was dropped. Rashad Hill. Such and such. Names are being dropped. And there's probably other names that are being dropped that we don't know about. Remember, this is a state case, not a federale case. Now, let's get to the prosecution lady when she said, yeah, we know there's two different cases, but we're talking about this one. The conspiracy one is an ongoing investigation. This is what she's saying, not me. This shit is bugged out to me. I swear, I never seen nothing like this. Memphis, yo, I know y'all like, yo, God, then that coordinator, they terrible in there. I'm telling you, I thought Atlanta, I thought the YSL trial was horrible. This one put the icing on the cake, man. Peep what this lady had to say, though. She's trying to close the statement, but she's going to say that, yeah, we know about the conspiracy and there's an ongoing investigation. That's the key word I want y'all to keep that marinated in your brain. We know about the conspiracy, whatever, but it's an ongoing investigation. You can't make this shit up.
There was a twofold investigation. Sergeant Browning and Sergeant Dabney both told you that. It's very convenient that that part was left out of the defense's argument. There's a twofold investigation. Homicide and MGU. Those are two different entities within the Memphis Police Department. There was an ongoing investigation. And as Ms. Williams mentioned in her closing statements, this is a conspiracy. It's ongoing. To let you know that they were still investigating, look at the call records. Look at when those call records were received. Now,
I don't care what nobody said. She screwed up as a prosecutor, one that supposed to close it and convince the juries that this nigga's involved in all this. He planted this, that. She screwed up. That's why we ain't get a verdict right away today. Maybe it might come in tomorrow morning. I don't know. I mean, but the only thing I'm gonna tell y'all before I get out of here, what I see, what I watched today, the last 3 days, I see conspiracy. That's it. Because the main honcho, they done unalived them for a reason. That's Big Jook. May him rest in peace. And remember, well, hold on, let this marinate also. We got the Forbes list, Mr. Potato Head over here, that's worth $100 million that hit the Forbes list right after his brother passed away that year. And the case is still open. It's an unsolved case there. But Mr. Money over here don't want to know what happened to his brother. Now, I'm not saying that as the public and all of us, we don't know what's going on, but we talking about a high-class profile case between Dolph and Big Jook. Even though Big Jook ain't the high-profile person, but he's quite is because who his brother is and who the person they actually unalive and young Dolph. So all three of them are high-profile people. Am I lying? Sit back and wait on that. So if we hear any type of update coming from Memphis News and anything, it's gonna hit TMZ. It's gonna hit the internet because you know why? That's Yo Gotti brother. He's Mr. Forbes now and Mr. Potato Head and all this. You know, he got the money now. He's a very known figure, is what I'm trying to explain here. So why you don't want to know what happened to your brother? I sit back and wait on that. I smell cover up, something fishy. GoVain is speaking to his lawyer in the back end about stuff, trying to throw it in the court so we can know, trying to paint a bigger picture of what it is, because GoVain don't want to take the stand for some strange reason. Maybe he know he gonna get conspiracy. I don't know. Or probably a hung jury. But I'm gonna let y'all be the judge on that. Till then, on to the next day. We got to see what the verdict gonna be. They probably get a verdict tonight, probably tomorrow morning. We'll find out, y'all. I want y'all to comment it below and let me know how y'all feel about this shit, because this shit is getting nasty, and it's gonna open more doors up for people in the back end that thought they were gonna sit back and thought they was just gonna pop champagne, like, yeah, we got away with it. You know why? Because they had a junkie on the stand, meaning Cornelius Smith. And Cornelius Smith, before I get out of here, came late in the plan. He wasn't in the beginning of this. In that July text that GoVain lawyer was presenting in the court, in the trial. He's like, yo, this shit been planned for months and probably longer than that. But the month I'm showing y'all, they've been planning this shit since July of 2021. And he proved that in court. Between Big Jook and Straight Drop were multiple text messages in GoVain also. But they don't show what's the conversation about? GoVain, you don't see GoVain like, yo, man, make sure y'all drop the hit. Everything we heard is from he say, she say, from the people that took the stand. And the star witnesses on the prosecution side supposed to be Cornelius Smith and his girlfriend. And they screwed up plenty of times. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge though. I'm up out of here, man. On to the next video. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Rest in peace, young Dolph. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV, man. Salute, gang. I'm out of here.